as I begin our after show, I want us to just take all the beautiful energy, and I love that many of our people are still with us. Shawnrey is still with us, and Jamishka is still with us, and the wild Mystic Abbot Jerry is still with us. There he is. I love all the people that are still with us, and we're going to drop into some prayers for peace. There are Dr. and Mrs. Future and all of their friends having a dinner and a meal. So it's lovely to have us. But we're going to start as we always do now. It's really become kind of the way we start our after show. We like to start with Fanny and Vagary. They're also known as the Mystiques, and they really are two sides of a coin. On one side, they're an original, colorful, totally improvised explosion of creative expression, and they engage and entertain children of all ages. And on the other side, there's this background of Afro-Caribbean, Latin, and R&B styles, and that's what they play at festivals all over the world. So they are the Mystiques. They are Fanny and Vagary, and they have become our after show regulars. So we love you guys. Thank you for being with us. And what are you going to start us off with tonight?
Oh, tonight we're going to play our song, Beautiful, Beautiful Butterfly. It's springtime. It's time to set our soul free, set ourselves free to be out in the sunlight. Oh, goodness gracious. A little sunlight is so magnificent. Today we did some prayers outside, and as we did the prayers, the two owls flew right in front of us. I thought it was such a beautiful omen because we are in the middle of the city here. So and we have a green belt, so we saw the two owls, and for us it's very mystical to see these owls. So we are blessed to be here. And this song is called Beautiful, Beautiful Butterfly. I hope you like it. And you can close your eyes and pretend that you can fly. Ready? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful butterfly, spread your wings and fly. So gently in the wind as you fly, you disappear in the blueness of the sky. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful butterfly. As you beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. In the gentleness and the sweetness of this time, the sky is yours to be light, to be free. Just take yourself ever so lightly. So beautiful, so light. So beautiful, so light. Oh, that was so awesome to see you dance. What a blissful experience. And the hands, and it was like my heart was totally frivolous and voluptuous and magicalous. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. No, I tell you, that was such a beautiful segment of the way that Shawnrey and Jamishka participated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit just that song with the gallery view where you see Shawnrey and them doing that. And I'm going to put that on our website right in the dynamic segments at the very top. Because that was such the music and the movement and the dance and the sensuality. Oh my Lord. That was really special. That was really, really. And the hands out of no, yeah, those hands. It all started with James's hands, changed everything. Oh, God bless you. Well, stick around. We're going to have one more song from Fanny and Vagary. Oh, I need to do the promotions. I got lost. Um, let's always support our musical artists, and we love Fanny and Vagary, also known as the Mystiques, and you can find them now on Bandcamp. So go to the Mystiques 11-11 on Bandcamp, the Mystiques 11-11, and please buy their albums. I did that last week, and this is a great way for us to support our musical artists. So let's definitely do that.
Thank you so much.
Love you guys. Love you guys so much. And they're gonna close out our show, so they will be back. All right. Well, boy, we're in this like beautiful space, and talking about the butterfly. And those of you that are regulars, you've heard me say this before many times. But we are the ones we've been waiting for. And this is the time we've been preparing for. Whether you're young or older, this is it. Humanity is at the precipice of this incredible awakening world. and we all have a role to play. And I really do believe that each and every one of us, I love the analogy, the caterpillar is dying, the old is dying, and death is messy, and death is uncomfortable, and death is, like confusing. Imagine as the caterpillar's dying, what's going on inside that caterpillar, but inside, as it's dying, there's all these imaginal cells, and they find each other, and they come together, and they create the butterfly, which the caterpillar could never imagine. And probably we can't fully imagine the incredible new world that we are all creating by coming together and playing our part, embracing sensuality, embracing joy, embracing death, being a nurse, being an educator, being a teacher, being a musician, being an artist, whatever it is that divinity is coming through us. It's like, oh, there's an imaginal cell that's going to be part of the wing of the butterfly, and there's an imaginal cell that's going to be part of the antenna. We all have a role to play as we come together to create this new world. And because death and suffering is part of this world at this time, we do want to take a moment now to drop into prayer and to put into prayer into our hearts those people that we really know that might be struggling, and certainly our world. And I am happy to introduce a new friend. This is Danielea, and she's coming to us from a fishing village, a little tiny fishing village in Canada. So her net is going to be happy, but welcome. It's lovely to have you with us, and of course this is your first time on our show, so we're really happy. And I'm just going to tell people a little bit about you for a minute. Danielea is, she's been building family relations with water, rock, and tree elders around the world for about the past 14 years. And during this process, she discovered that she has a gift for interbeing communication. And so her mission, her imaginal cell mission, is as a way shower for 21st century human and nature relations. It's inspired her to record the music, stories, and teachings that she has received from these nature elders. So thank you for being a bridge between us and Mother Nature, a bridge between that which is perfect, which is nature, and that which is still struggling to find its perfection, which is humanity. Thank you for being a bridge, and thank you for being with us tonight.
Thank you so much, Scott. Oh, there's so many beautiful threads that people have offered and woven into this tapestry that we are creating as a species. And when you spoke about, the caterpillar, when it turns to mush, right? And when it turns to liquid, it in that state cannot imagine who it's going to be in the next phase. Well, I confess that I've been carrying a reality inside of myself for a very, very long time. And, as I was feeling into what to follow, that beautiful butterfly journey we were taken on, I was reminded that our imagination is a form of prayer. It really is a form of divine prayer. And that our being, our multidimensional, incredibly designed being, doesn't know the difference when we imagine something than when we're actually doing it. So the prayer that I hold inside of myself, and I'm going to invite each of you who are watching or listening to just close your eyes and just withdraw your attention from the screen for a moment, to bring it back into your beautiful sacred body temple that's been awakened by the words of Shawnrey. And to inhale and to exhale with that delicious ecstasy, this intimate partnership that we co-create every breath with our sacred air. And I'd like you to just be in your own heart, where we've lived for the past 2 hours, just breathing and feeling the expansiveness of this beautiful area of our being, like the wings of the butterfly, that with each breath and each joy and each imagined reality gets bigger and bigger. So imagine living on a planet where 7.7 billion human beings, and every single being is heart bonded with an elder tree. Imagine that each human being is heart bonded for life with a body of water, a sacred river or a lake, or maybe a tiny stream that flows across a property. Imagine that each human being is bonded heart to heart with a member of the Rock Nation. Perhaps it's a hill behind your parents' homes. Perhaps it's a boulder left over from the glacier times. And perhaps it's a mountain that has lived beyond memory in your culture and in your land. The dream, the prayer that I hold for humanity is full co-creative partnership with your own nature elders. One of these sacred beings, the standing ones, the mountain ones, the water ones. These relatives have been here long before we have, and they are willing and able to communicate directly with each and every one of us. I have it on good authority from my nature elders that this year in 2022, the veil that has been in the way between humans and nature is dissolving. And so the peace that we seek, the new world that we are birthing without knowing and still birthing with every breath and every time we step forward with our gifts, this world we will co-create with our nature elders. Each of us partnered one by one. So I'd like you to imagine now in your heart, allow one of your special nature friends to arrive in your own heart. Just open. Someone will come. And when they do, offer your silent greeting or your acknowledgement to them from inside. Feel the connection between your heart bond and theirs. Feel the love that they feel for you, always, in all ways. Know and trust that what you hear and feel and see from these relatives is a truth that is pure, is a guidance that will be reflecting the highest potential that you are, and will be offered with a love and a kindness that you can count on. And as you feel and hear their love, know that this partnership is eternal. Even if your bond is with a childhood tree, Once the bond is made, it can always be reactivated. And peace, and peace will reign across the land. Imagine the wisdom, of nature. Imagine the wisdom from your nature elders flowing into you, guiding you, helping you align with the life force that feeds all of life on our planet. And then from your mouths, from your hands, from your thoughts, that wisdom flows into the human community, which now creates life in harmony with what serves the life and the thrival of all beings. The wisdom that starts to grow up into our way of being on the land generates our gratitude and our love and our joy, and we feed those back to our relatives. And so in nature, in Mother Earth, there is a place for everyone. And when there is conflict, we listen. And when there is sorrow, we feel. And together, humans and nature grow together, evolve together in love.
Thank you. I just want to invite everybody, let's just stay in this beautiful state for another minute or two. And bringing into our circle anyone in your world that you want to send special love, special healing to. You can just do it through thought, or if you want to put it into a chat box. From Danielea. And recommit during this new season, whether we're in spring or moving into autumn, whether we're in northern or southern hemisphere. Let's embrace a greater connection to nature. Let's spend more time, even if it's just going into our own backyard or our own local park. Let's spend more time in nature and listening to the wisdom of nature and listening to our own higher self, our own God self. And may we all be clear channels for spirit to flow through. Just as we've seen illustrated tonight, through Danielea, through our musical artists, even through the improvised dance that we just saw. Allow spirit through us in joyfulness and presence. Thank you so much, Danielea. And your internet behaved. We're very grateful for that.
May I leave us with one question?
Yes, please.
If you could only have one nature elder out of all the ones you love, but only have one nature elder to partner with you for peace and unity for 2022, who would it be?
Hmm.
Your partner in peace and unity.
Give us some examples of nature elders, just so people have kind of a sense of what you mean. What are some
Yeah.
examples?
A favorite tree. Everybody has one. You go on a walk, or it's a tree was in your parents' backyard. Or if you're feeling in need of solace, you'll always find yourself sitting at the river. So these connections, we don't need to make them. We already have them. People could put the name of their tree in the chat. They could put the name of the river in their chat. And each month I hold things called the listening field, in which we open a field and you invite your nature elder. And with my nature elders, I'm able to open a field in which these relatives come and you can talk to them directly.
Beautiful. Um, well, I am going to let people know how they can discover more of you, since you're a brand new friend. So let's start by going to YouTube. You've got a powerful Om Shanti Om prayer for peace here. Um, Tell us a little bit about this beautiful 5-minute video.
Yes, well, I will tell you that this is a little extraction from a longer journey in which one of the songs is "We Are the Ones We've Been Waiting For," which you just
Oh,
dovetailed. So my CD is called Thank You Water, and all the music on there comes from ceremonial dialogues with these relatives. But I will say that on the day that war broke out in Ukraine, my musical partner, Daniela Marie, and I were scheduled to go into a local clear cut. And I go into these wounded places or these burdened places, and I sit with them and I listen and I sing to them and remember and can see how they looked when they were standing. So when we came into the clear cut, it was obvious to us the relation between the violence that we perpetrate against our nature relatives and the violence we perpetrate against each other. And so before we did anything else, we made an offering to the land, and then we opened up our mics and we prayed and sang. So the Om Shanti, it's an improvisation, as everything that there is on that track. And it's just a lovely little piece in which we remember that the synergy of the frequency of peace and harmony can be offered in these places where the burden has happened.
beautiful. I'm going to read some of the, you'll enjoy some of the people that have listed their places. Mary Noonan, Hanalei Bay. I know that place very well. Um, Crystal Ames, her healing meditation walnut tree that's named Anne. Eleanor Joy writes Enos Lake Trails in Nanu's Bay. That's in Vancouver Island. Eleanor Joy chose an entire mountain, by the way. That's pretty cool. Lilith Rogers, the redwood tree near me at my new home, Burbank Heights in Sebastopol. Josiane, our dear friend who's been on the show many times, writes the traveler's tree planted for my third son birth since I've been traveling the world. Uh, Nancy went for the whole ocean. There you have it. Robin, a redwood tree. So beautiful, beautiful examples. Shankari, the guy. Jamishka uh, wrote, my daughter just gave me a braided piece of sweetgrass right now. Perfect for this moment. Oh, actually, I'm going to put her on camera. There it is. Look at that.
Oh, oh, it's kindness, such kindness, Sweetgrass carries. Beautiful,
Oh my
beautiful.
gosh. Maggie writes cedar tree. Karen Eisenberg writes a 125-year-old white oak tree. So you asked a
Mm.
wonderful question that really stimulated some beautiful things. Thank you. One more
You're
thing.
welcome. You're welcome.
Daniela
Yeah.
is on Bandcamp. So if you go to her name.bandcamp.com, and the best way to imagine it is imagine combining the word Daniel with the word Leah. That's like her first name, and the last name is Castell, Castell. I've also put it into the chat box. So there you have it. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And people are welcome to join us for Sounds of Peace. We're doing these sounding down into the bedrock and the groundwaters under Ukraine and Russia every morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So they can find me on Facebook, D. Castell Eco Relations, or Danielea Castell. And you're very welcome to join us. We live stream it on Facebook as well. Yes. Eco Relations, the 21st century family.
Beautiful. We'll have to do a whole show on eco-sensuality, actually. I have some friends that
Ooh,
teach that, so we'll do a whole eco-sensuality show and invite you. And you're, of course, going to be with us on our Earth Day show. So we will
right.
see her again when we celebrate Earth Day, which is like April 22nd through 24th, will be that Awakening weekend. Awakening World weekend. I'm getting tired. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Right. Well, Omashar has been with us from the very beginning tonight. He's back from Peru. And Omashar, thank you for being with us. And what musical offering do you have for us tonight?
Well, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good. What a blessing to be on the show tonight, not as a musical participant, just as a being amongst all these beings. And Danielea, far out. Thank you so much. And every other musician and presenter tonight, I just feel so alive and so joyful that I'm full anyway without presenting anything. And when you initially I thought water for me is my element, and then this plane tree, Plane, from Stratford-upon-Avon, my hometown in England, it's about 450 years old, flashed into my consciousness, and I visit it every single year that I go back there. It's massive. It's as old as Shakespeare, and you can't get your arms around it, but thank you for enlivening my spirit with the elements, air, fire, water, ether, etc. Thank you. Yeah. And so I don't choose songs. Songs choose me. And this song came along tonight, and I see why, because it's a perfect flow from you, and it's called "The Way Things Are." And and all my songs are either divine consciousness speaking to me or me speaking to divine consciousness. And so this one is divine consciousness speaking to us. So without further ado, here we go. What do you see when you're alone? What do you feel when you are by yourself? How could it be that you are here? Isn't it strange the way things are? Look at the river flowing by, and look at the colors of the butterfly. How do you feel about your life? Isn't it strange the way things are? Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on in, you say, the water's fine. I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend. I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. La da dum da. Now that you see you're not alone, and there is no such thing as by yourself, and there is a hand that's lifting you into the presence of yourself. And life is a tale that never ends, and there is a purpose to each heart that beats, and you are the river flowing by. You are the colors of the butterfly. Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on in, you say, the water's fine. I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend. I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. La da da da. Oh, da 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 da. Like a dolphin in the ocean, I can hear you calling me. Come on in, you say, the water's fine. I have come to set you free. You have never been alone, my friend. I was just a thought away. And there's a deeper love that's holding you, and it's here to lead the way. La da dum da.
I'm I'm going to go to a gallery view so you can see all the people who are like just cheering on, and so beautiful. Such a powerful, powerful song, Omashar. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're so welcome. It's such a delight and a pleasure, and I know that I share this feeling with all of us. I may be one little individual life form, but I feel it through the Mystiques and Jamiska, my new friends, and the Wild Abbot, and all of us. Holy smoke! Thank you.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic group of people, isn't it?
Aren't we? We're just awesome.
Omashar, share with us one little magical moment from Peru. I mean, you were just in Peru. Tell us.
The beauty of you can hear me okay? I just switched systems. The beauty of Peru for me is the simplicity of the people. I was about an hour and a half from Machu Picchu. I have some friends that have a property out there called the Heart of An being the heart of divine consciousness. It's phenomenal. But all of the people in the village around live up in the up in mud huts in the hills with alpacas and sheep and goats, etc. And there's not one person that I walked past that didn't look at me and say "Buenos tardes, buenos dias" and correct me for saying, things in my Spanglish. But there's just, they're not connected to the world, and we are with all of our technology, right? And I'm generalizing, of course. And they're so much a part of the land that it was food for my soul to see that. And everything was in bloom, such color. We were at about 13,000 feet most of the time. We went up to about 4,000+ meters, which is quite high. But what happens as we get higher and higher into the fields of consciousness, let's say, there's less human effluvia, mental effluvia. And so the higher we went, the clearer I could feel and the clearer I could speak, and the more I felt a part of all that is. And so I guess that's a snippet for now. Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you for that reminder about the power of, the power of nature and simplicity.
It is, and they didn't have things. They had vegetables and animals and family, and that was it. And the rivers and the streams. Yeah, thank you.
Well, the Global Peace Tribe is grateful that we have you. And you can get more of Omashar by going, I'm going to go to a couple spots here. He's on Instagram, and it's omashar.music. And I love that you've got the Awakening World right there. Thank you so much. And he also is on YouTube. And so if you go to Omashar Music on YouTube, definitely you want to subscribe. Let me flip over there and show people that. And you've got a lot on YouTube, actually. Kingdom of Gold, I love that one. Love that one.
Yeah, this is what I was doing during the pandemic, is learning how to create videos. So of all my favorite songs.
Yeah, so these are beautiful videos of his favorite songs. Again, it's Omashar Music on YouTube. I just put the link
Thank you
in
so
the
much.
chat box. Absolutely. And thank you, Omashar, for being with us. Thank you so much. We are winding down, but it's been just another fantastic Saturday night. And again, I want to just invite everybody to join us tomorrow morning for my Sacred Sunday show. We are going to close out with Fanny and Vagary doing one last song. But please do join us for this Sacred Sunday show tomorrow. And also a reminder that we're going to kind of wrap up this weekend with a very special event that I'm doing with Eden Amadora. And you've seen Eden on my shows before. She's quite the priestess. And we really have something special planned for people tomorrow. So do join us. You can either register directly for it, or if you register for our new season, the April 1st through June 30th season of Awakening World, if you register for that, tonight we'll give you a special ticket for tomorrow. So please join us tomorrow morning for the Sacred Sunday show, and then tomorrow afternoon for our spring renewal special event. It's going to be really special. Also, thank you to everybody for writing in the chat box. There's a lot of wonderful messages there. I noticed that people get much more active in the after show. The after show is when all of our regulars start really chatting things up. Plus, Daniela's wonderful question really got people going. So thank you for that. And thank you to Ishka for still being with us. That's pretty cool. And I'm now going to turn it back over to Fanny and Vagary to close us out with some beautiful music.
Here we are. Can
There
you
you
hear
are.
me?
I can.
All right, all right. This song is called Mystical Dance. Almost like a butterfly dance, but I just want to honor the beautiful women that danced for us while we play the music. It's just such an honor and inspiration. It's divine to see the child dance when you play, because they are free spirits and they are flowing in their godliness, and so are people. When we dance, we become godly. So I just want to thank you, these beautiful women that inspired this song. And tonight it's called Mystical Dance.
Now, I do appreciate that those two women were beautiful, but let's not forget James's hands. Okay, I just, it's easy to notice the beautiful women, but it was James's hands that got it all started. So just want to make sure that he
Kiss
gets a
of
little
love.
applause right
This
there.
song is dedicated to James's hands. Among other things.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vagary. All right.
When she dances, the space is filled with golden light, like a sweet caress of the sunrise. As her body moves, as her body grooves. She dances, it's a dance of love. The pure flow takes my breath away as she brings me to another space far Oh, Miraya, when you danced for me, it was sublime. Oh, Ja, sweet Ja, my love. Oh, Ramona, Lalita. Oh, Rama, when you dance. Feel the fire burning in me, longing to share this love so free, longing to play this song for you, my love. I feel the sky, I feel the earth beneath me. For when you dance, I feel the stars inside of me. I'm longing to sing my song for you, my love. Oh, my love. Ay, la, 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 la. Ay, la, 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 la. Ay, la, 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 la. Ay, la, 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 la. I see the God in the sweetness of your dance. All I can do is play my song for you, oh, my love. Oh, yeah, oh, my love. For the sweetness of your heart brings me a higher love. Brings me a higher love. Brings me
beautiful. And people were asking Jay Mayer, and there he is. He's
Yes,
gained
Jay.
quite a bit of facial hair since we saw him. Welcome, Jay. Thank you for blessing us. People were asking about you tonight. So it's good to see you. Well. Uh, oh, one more. That was my reminder of myself of something I still have to do tonight. A reminder, everybody, that we do want to support the Mystiques, Fanny and Vagary, and the best way to do that is to go to Bandcamp, and that's where you'll find them by going to the Mystiques 1111 on Bandcamp and buy their albums, Awaken 1111 and Star Child. Thank you for the beautiful. You play so many instruments, Fanny. It's amazing how many instruments you play.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And that beautiful harp and your beautiful man, Vagary. Thank you both for all that you bring to our after shows. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. We're honored to be on this.
It's just so magical, incredible.
Wasn't tonight something? Tonight was just one of the best shows we've ever had. It was an amazing show, just amazing. So
Spring is in the
I go to
air.
gallery view so we can see the people that are still with us. There we all are. So thank you again, Jamishka. Welcome to the wonderful world of the awakening world. We're going to want you to come back right away. And thank you also, Danielea. There's Dr. Future. You saw the video that he and his partner created, Mrs. Future. There's Jay, who's done so much to support the Global Peace Tribe, and we love it very much. And we'll all do light touch. Let's all remember to do light touch, which Jay has turned us all on to. And I hope to see all of you tomorrow morning and again tomorrow afternoon. Thank you and have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Good night, everybody.
Blessings, everyone.